All right, shalom and good afternoon, boys. Here, what have I been doing? As usual, busy. Focusing on wood, focusing on getting these wood stoves up and running. Now, this is the wood stove that I had inside the house, and we changed it out. This is a Lopi Endeavor, and the one that I have in the house has a secondary bone. This one does not, but it'll go good in the smaller cabin. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it out. But one of the things that I've been noticing since I've been working on wood stoves, I mean, you learn something new and new every year, more and more every year. But you see this? This was the piece of steel that I purchased last year. And you see how this just tore it up. But you see, I went ahead and got a thicker piece of L. And so hopefully this will do better inside of the wood stove. This goes on the top of the wood stove to hold the bricks. And hopefully this will work out better than this one. You see how thin this one is as opposed to how thick this one is? So the name of the game, and I went ahead and purchased a whole bunch of bricks. You know, this is $4 a brick. I went ahead and bought about $300 worth of bricks. So we have them because I'm telling you, man, these wood stoves, they go through some bricks. And without the bricks, you got nothing. Okay, wood stoves are not to be run without these fire bricks. So, you know, it's an investment. You know, it's money. It costs money to go ahead. And you see, I put the baffled or the new one in there. And that's where the bricks sit on top of. Okay, these L brackets. So, you know, as I go more and more in the homestead and learning more and more, you know, it's amazing. But it is a beautiful thing because as you learn more, you grow. So the name of the game is to go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. I'll go ahead and sand it down and everything, make it nice and look nice and new. But you see, this is that thick gauge steel. And I'm telling you, man, it works. This is the kind of stuff that you're going to want because it's going to last a long time. It's going to last a couple of lifetimes. And I'm going to do a video of the one that I installed inside of the house. But, you know, I mean, it looks good. I mean, once you get the right pieces in there, I mean, it's a done deal. But it's definitely investment. If you have wood stoves on the land, you want to stock up on these bricks because, again, they break. And once they break, I mean, you can use them. I'm not going to throw these away. I'm going to probably use these for the base of the wood stove as it cracks, you know, but you're going to need the proper tools. Like another good example is that, you know, in order to cut this steel, you're going to need an angle grinder. In order to cut this wood, to cut these bricks, you're going to need a blade that cuts them. So, you know, I mean, it's not something that, you know, you can just go ahead and do. You're going to need the tools in order to maintain this. And I got this steel from a local uh, steel company that, you know, that sells metal. And they'll cut it to size. And this one I just cut a little bit I had them cut a little bit too long. So I had to go ahead and fabricate. But this is another good example of, you know, just having the tools and the skill set to get this thing done. But these old ones, I mean, I got the same ones before. It just wasn't good. It just wasn't thick enough. But this one, boom, look at that. I don't think this will warp as opposed to this one. But I'm going to go ahead and get it installed, get it refurbished, and put it in this cabin right here. And take out the other one. I got to swap this stove from, well, I already did the swapping. I got to put this stove in here. I got to switch to other stoves that I have in the other cabins because it's just all about efficiency. And as you use these stoves, you realize, okay, this is going to work better in this environment. This is going to work better in this environment. And it's a beautiful thing, but that's just how it works. But let me get to finishing it. All right, wood stoves. Looking forward to a toasty winter. Shalom.